James 1 verse 13 through 15. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust, and enticed. Then, when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So, when you're being tempted, it's not from God, because God is not evil, so he will not tempt anyone. However, God gives us a way of escape. So, if you're being tempted, and there'll be a point when we'll all be tempted, because the devil tempts us because of our weakness. He knows where we're weak. So ask the Lord to strengthen you where you're weak. So in the day of temptation, you will be able to overcome. Stay in the Word of God. Stay in the Word of God, so when you're being tempted, you know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Stay in the Word of God. Know who God is. Know what God says. Know the promises and the thoughts that He has towards you, so that when the devil come up at you, you'll be able to resist him, that he will flee from you. Know the Word of God. Stay in the Word of God. Study the Word of God to show yourself approved. So at the day of temptation, you will not be drawn to temptation. You will not yield to temptation, but you will yield your members to God. Verse 14 says, But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So, if you're far from God, you're not staying in the Word of God, you're not being being a hearer and a doer of the Word of God, when you're tempted, you will yield to temptation. So stay in the Word of God, so that you will be fortified, you'll be strengthened through the Word, in the Word, that when the day of temptation cometh, you will take the way of escape that the Lord has given you. You will know how to flee in the day of temptation. Stay blessed.